In this lesson, we will learn how to define the value that is derived from a service or a good, how superfunction create value for the end customer, and when an activity creates value. Value is what the customer are willing to pay for. Customer can get value from a physical good, a service, or even an experience. Value is difficult to quantify because it is directly related to customers' perception, context, and purpose. For example, let's say you are the customer and you buy some food. The value you get from the food is a function of your taste preferences, your hunger, and your expectations in terms of nutrition. When you take a taxi, the value you get is the ability to get to a specific place in a specific time and the ability to do other things during the ride. Basically, when you are willing to pay for a good or a service, it is because you feel that the value you receive is higher than the price you pay. You would be ready to pay for food if you are really hungry. And in the same manner, you would be willing to pay for a taxi if you were in a hurry. In manufacturing, the concept of value is somewhat easier to understand because value is derived from a product that customers buy and benefit from. You buy a car to transport your family, a personal computer to work, a TV for entertainment. In service, it is a bit trickier. Since value can be tangible in some cases, a leased car, hotel room, a flight to go on vacation, but not tangible in other cases. For example, the value of an insurance contract is a risk mitigation. The value of a health check is a diagnostic. The value of hiring a consultant is a piece of advice. Even trickier is the definition of the value created by support functions like finance, IT, legal, or human resources departments. The question is always how to estimate how external customers benefit from an internal process and the price they are willing to pay for it. For example, the value of an internal training or a recruiting process is the development of talents that will be used to serve the customer. And as we said, customers can also have different perception of the value of the same good, of the same service. The value of a news article may be entertainment for one person, could be information for another, or an expert analysis for yet another. This is why companies perform customer segmentations, which targets different customer profiles with the specific value offering. Another important idea is that when customers pay the price for a good or a service produced by a company, they pay for every activity performed by each employee of this company. So if the customers knew in details what they were paying for, they would certainly only be willing to pay for a subset of activities. From a business perspective, this means that companies' activities create value only when the customer is willing to pay for them. So companies first need to clearly define the value for the end customer, and then identify those activities that create this value.